Hey, and welcome to Kirk Allen Outdoor Adventures. We're over here on Round Valley, and today we're going to be playing around with the drop shot. So one of the things you're going to need to know if you decide to fish the drop shot is how to tie a Palomar. So we're going to tie the Palomar on this rod right here. We want to start off with a braid. You're usually going to be fishing anywhere from a 10 to 8 pound braid, and you want to run 10 to 8 pound fluorocarbon. So right now I broke off, and this isn't enough. You need to have quite a bit of fluorocarbon on there. All right, so the first thing you want to do is make sure that you have plenty of your braid line available to you, which we have right here. We're going to cut off our old Palomar. Sometimes I like to take a little braid out of there and just get my brighter braid. And I'm gonna make sure we get rid of that. Don't throw this in the water if you can help it. It's a real problem if you throw your line in the water. Fish, turtles, all kinds of wildlife get their hands on it, and it can really hurt them. So if you can avoid doing that, it's a good idea. We're already losing enough line on our break-offs, so we are going to put some 8 pound here. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a loop like this, and we're going to run our line down. So you're going to go down through the loop just like so, and you want to give yourself quite a bit of area here. So you basically want to pull just like that. You're going to stick your finger in on this end of your loop, and you're just going to twist this around, and we're going to go around. I like to go around about 8 times with the braid up and over the fluorocarbon. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, go one more time. So your line should look kind of like that, looped around. Then what we're going to do is we're going to go right on back. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And you want to make sure that you go out the same way, your loop, the same way that you came in. So this is coming down just like we went down. Now we're going to come back up like so. And then you just want to kind of clean up your line here a little bit, make sure it's not all looped up and knotted. That's looking pretty good. And then you're going to simply dampen it a little bit and pull your 2 ends together. And then you're going to release your lines. Just pull your tag ends or your main lines, leave your tag ends out, and just pull tight. Now the braid's going to be pretty sharp, just really be careful. Now we're going to cut off our tag ends. Start with the braid. You got to cut it close, but not too close. You don't want to cut your loop in the knot. And then the same thing here. You want to get this as close as possible so it doesn't smash in your eyelets. All right. Some people like to use nail clippers. These are pretty good scissors. I've been able to get pretty close cuts with them. As I said, if you cut too close, you may get those loops. Being we're doing drop shot, we want plenty of line. So I like to go about 2 arm lengths and a half. So we're going to take in some of that slack. Having plenty of fluorocarbon is a good thing because you're going to break off. It's just part of it. All right, now we're going to start here, and I'm going to show you now how to tie a Palomar. I'm doing nose hook type fishing right now. These are the types of hooks I've been using. I kind of like them. All right, so when you get your hook, you really got, this is the very key thing, and a lot of people make mistakes here. You need to make sure that your hook is upright like this, all right? And you need to go down on your eyelet, okay? That is crucial. If you go the wrong way, it's not even worth doing. All right, so we're gonna tighten this up. We wanna leave ourselves enough tag end that our weight can go on the end, and I'm gonna show you how easy this is. You're gonna hold your hook, and you're gonna run a loop just like this. You want your hook on the top of the loop, all right? And then you're gonna see 2 cross wires, just like that. And you're gonna run this, loop this around about 5-6 times through the loop. Gonna bite this, be very careful you don't hook yourself. And you're gonna pull on your tag end and your main line till it's just about tight. Gonna dampen that up and pull snug. And that, my friend, is a Palomar knot. It's gonna sit like that with your weight down here. I gave myself a little bit too much tag end, but we're gonna go ahead with it. Now, when you're putting your weights on, they have it so you can just snug them in. I like to throw a couple granny knots in there. And then I'll just pull snug on that. All right, let's throw a bait on there. I've been doing some experimenting, you know, fish type baits, and we're gonna simply nose hook them from underneath the chin and come up right through the head, and that's all you're looking at right there. All right, let's do some fishing, see if we can't catch a fish with it. So one of the other things I want to talk to you about drop shot is that when you cast it, you need to make sure you're not really casting your plastic or your bait. You want to be plasting the weight. You want to be fishing this part right here. This is where you're casting. And you're going to find those casts are going to make a huge difference, and you'll get some pretty nice casts. So keep that in mind when you're casting the drop shot. I like to stay as light as possible. Today we're fishing a 1/4 ounce. And the only reason you really need to get into those heavier weights is if you're in much deeper water or you got a lot of wind. And you're just gonna bring it back nice and slow. Give them subtle wiggles once in a while, and hopefully you guys will be catching a fish in no time. I catch a fish in no time. I want to catch a fish in no time. We just now started putting on some of the more fish looking type lures. We're going to give that a shot a little bit. Got a little 11-incher on the drop shot. Trying some different colors here. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed that.